Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to another Mommy Monday this October. Ooh, today has been really interesting as my Mondays tend to go. It's like the start of a new week, which I'm always excited about, but then I'm always like lethargic too. Like I seriously feel like a lizard would feel on a cold morning, like really slow moving until I get through my day and then I start warming up. And yeah, and I say that because I start off usually Monday mornings with Zumba. It's a really nice way and gentle way to kind of go into the workout week. And it was interesting because I'm like super mellow, super low energy, but I was there and I was trying. Like I promise you, I was trying really hard to like do the exercise like faster and to put like a little bit more in jundia, to put some more like sazon, some flavor, some sass. And my body was just like, nope. Like not today. So that was been interesting. But today I wanted to talk about planning and prepping. So it's been really interesting because we just had our appointment on Friday, as you could probably tell from Facebook that we had our appointment to do the sonogram. That was really that was actually later that night or the next day. Later the next day on a Saturday, I was going over the moment with my mom and my sisters and my husband, and I was just talking about how that moment was probably one of the best moments of my life, because it was just like, holy moly, like everything just became so real. So that was just super powerful for me, and I was just like, oh my God. Anyway, so this is what happened. You get there. I got there an hour and a half early. On accident. I thought my appointment was at 12. It was actually at 1. So, they ask you to be there half an hour early. Instead of 12:30, I was there at 11:30. And they're like, oh, your appointment's not until 1. And I was just kind of like, okay. And they're like, well, we can see if they can let you in, or you can come back later. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let's see if they can see me now. Because I was like, let's just get it over with. Friday mornings tend to be really hard for me, in that I'm usually really tired the first half of the day from the 2 classes that I do in the morning that require a lot from me. So yeah, and it was in and out. So they were able to see me early. We go in there, and they put the little ultrasound thing, and it was just so amazing. Excuse me. It was really funny because she's like pressing down right with the ultrasound thingy. This is my mouth. She's pressing down. And then out of nowhere, you saw the baby, and I was like, oh my God. I started laughing for like 2 seconds, and then I started like silent tears just flowing. I was a river flowing. Like I was just like, oh, like I was just so moved and touched, filled with emotion. Yeah. So at first, Victor didn't know why I laughed. He thought I was laughing because of the pressure of the ultrasound thingy. But I was like, nah, dude. Like, I laughed because I saw the baby. I was like, it's right there. Like, it just, I don't know. It just popped, like, out of nowhere. Like, there it is. We were so surprised. Victor was really surprised, too, because I did kind of, you see pictures of what babies look like at 11 weeks, because I'm 11 weeks. This Friday will be 12 weeks. So 3 months. And Victor was like, I can't believe how much it looks like a baby. Now, mind you, this baby is, like, this big. That's, like, the size of a big olive. Like, it's a small baby, like a big grape. Like, it's a small little baby. But you could see it's, like, you could just, anyways, we were just like, oh my God. And then it looked like the baby was like this. Yeah, and I actually like the white and black picture better, the old school one versus the 3D one. Because at first I was like, that looks like the inside of an ear. But anyways, beautiful experience. However, I was a little shocked because I couldn't find the age of the baby. Well, not the age, the sex of the baby yet. So we'll be finding that out within the next month, I'm assuming. Super excited. I have another doctor's appointment this Thursday. So that'll be good. Everything looked good. Everything is fine. Baby was really active at the moment. So that was really exciting to see. And so the planning and prepping thing that I'm talking about is this. Because obviously I've been doing my meals as normal, making sure that I hit everything, taking my prenatal, and what else? My prenatal, My exercise hasn't changed. I do feel more lethargic sometimes. I do feel more tired at times. So I just kind of take it at my pace. But I have days that are better than others. Where I have days where I feel normal and I feel like my normal self of like intensity, and I'm like, yeah, I still got it. And there's some days where I'm just like, not today, like this morning. Hey, Dana. So the planning that I'm actually talking about was, now we get questions of, are you doing a gender reveal? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? Have you thought about baby names? Have you, like, all these questions, right? And before Victor and I got pregnant, we did talk a little bit about what are we going to do and how are we going to navigate that. Like, are we going to tell people the names that we are thinking about for the baby? Like, who do we want to know the sex of the baby if we're doing a gender reveal and that kind of stuff, right? So this, and my sisters and other family members will be like, well, what do you need? And I'm just like, I don't know. And at first it was because I was worried about the viability of the pregnancy, right? It's because, you know, sometimes your body rejects the pregnancy for whatever reason, right? And you just have to trust the process. So that was just something that I was a little worried about, especially because I did disclose early that we were pregnant, right? We disclosed like at 7 weeks. Oh my God, it's been a month. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, so my sisters were here this weekend and we were talking. So she's like, okay, you need a plan. And I'm like, okay, well, we're not doing the I don't want to call it gender reveal because it's not the gender. It's the sex reveal of the baby. I was like, well, we're not doing it this month because I don't know it yet. And it's going to take a while. So I'm thinking next month. In November, sometime in November, mid-November, we'll do the sex reveal. So it's really interesting because then we came up with the guest list, and then that was an ordeal. And then it was so funny because my sister's like, my little sister, she's like, okay, well, tell me what you want. And I'm like, okay. Victor and I are talking about it. We're really simple people, you know. We're just like, okay, like, you know, simple. And I was telling my sister, you know, like, this is what we want. And it was so funny because we're like, you know, we're not crazy about the whole pink and blue thing. You know, for like blue for boy, pink for girl. Like, it's not really like, it's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, like, it doesn't really, me va y me viene, I'm whatever. So then my sister, she's like, well, I want to do cookies. And I'm like, why do these cookies even taste good? You know what I mean? Because you know how you can decorate the cookies and make them look all cute. And I'm like, they are cute cookies. Like, I had some for my wedding and stuff. But I actually didn't eat one. So I'm kind of like, are they good? Because I'm like, why are we going to have cookies that don't taste good? So then she's like, well, I like, she made it really clear to me that she thought the cookies were important and that they look good. So that was kind of the main reason for them, whether or not they tasted good. So I was just kind of like, oh, my bad. Is this your sex reveal? Like, I was kind of like, no, we're not doing cookies. Like, it was, and then this thing of like, well, are you doing cake then? Or are you doing cupcake? Details. And I was just kind of like, because then she's like, okay, what do you want to drink? And I was like, yeah, let's just have some soda, some water, whatever, you know, like the regular stuff that you might find at a party. And then she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, you tell me what you want. And then I'll say yes or no. Because I'm kind of like, why are you asking me if you're going to tell me no? Like, what the heck? Anyway, so it's just navigating carefully too, because I know that they want to do this for us, but being very mindful that they want certain things, we want certain things, and trying to find a happy ground. So yeah, that's been really interesting. It also feels weird telling people that we're not disclosing the name of the baby yet until later, like probably till birth. Because they'll ask, oh, have you thought of names? And we really don't think a lot about names. Sometimes I come across a name and I'm like, that's really pretty. I'll remember it, I'll write it down, I'll tell Victor or whatever, and then we go from there. It's not something that I spend a lot of time thinking about because I don't know the sex of the baby yet, which is obviously going to determine the name for me. So I'm like, why am I going to be wasting my time when I don't know yet? So that's how I feel about it, at least. I'm like, I'm not going to be spending my time doing that until I know. But then I do, like I have told people, we have a girl name picked out for the most part. And then they'll be like, oh, so what is it? And I'm like, oh, why not disclosing? And they're like, oh, hey, Letty. So I know that kind of throws people off too, but I'm like, I would rather tell them we have a name, we're just not saying anything, versus like, oh, we don't have a name, because we do. And yeah, but I mean, things will change. We had we had in the past come up with two names, a boy and a girl name, right? First and middle name. And now that we look at them, we're just kind of like, we don't like those names anymore. So we're open to the fact that that's probably going to happen as well with the girl name we've chosen. We'll just kind of see how it goes. But yeah, we also went to maternity, like motherhood maternity, or is that what it's called? The place where you can go buy maternity clothes that is specifically for maternity clothes. It was super cool going in there. I'm like, oh, this is so cute, but it's still so far away because there isn't really anything going on. I could wear all of my clothes and I look pretty much normal, which, yeah. I mean, and you get a lot of like, you don't even look pregnant, you're so skinny, it's because you're so young and all this other stuff. And I like to think of it's because I like to watch what I eat and because I work out a lot. But yeah, anyways. Yeah. So yeah, I can't like, but I mean, gradually and slowly but surely, you'll start to see more of a stomach. And yeah, because I'm not trying to like, again, the baby's like this big. Baby doesn't need that much room in my stomach yet. But I mean, obviously, and there's some space surrounding that and fluid in there and all that kind of good stuff. And then weight gain from like other areas of the body getting bigger. Anyway, so can't prep for clothes yet. But one thing I did start doing was unbuttoning the button of my pants. My pants used to fit me pretty well, but now I feel like they're really tight around my stomach. So that is uncomfortable for me. Like, I really don't like it. So I'll walk around with my button undone. And I don't feel bad about it. It's great, actually. It's really funny. At first, I was like, oh my God, can anybody tell? But you can't tell because usually I have a shirt under the shirt that I'm wearing that basically because if I don't button it, the flaps kind of do this, right? But if I put the shirt on, it does this. So you can't tell that it's unbuttoned. So yeah, but as things progress, as I get bigger, we'll be doing some other interesting stuff, which I'll be sure to share. But that's basically it. That's pretty much it. Prepping is hard. People have questions, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Like, I don't worry about stuff if it's not happening today or in the immediate future for the baby, you know. Again, the name, parties, and that kind of stuff. Not worried about it. Taking it day by day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But that is all for today's Mommy Monday. I feel like my energy level just kind of went down. And I've been eating small meals throughout the day. Like, I just ate some yogurt, some Greek yogurt. But yeah, it helps. Eating a little bit here and there really helps the nausea. And it's not that, it's like the most subtle nausea in the world, but it's there, and I can tell when I'm not feeling 100. So I could be feeling just like 97, but I'm just like, ugh, I don't like it. But yeah, so I'll probably go have a little something else right now. But I'm counting my calories. I still use my Fitness Pal. Like I've mentioned that before in my other videos. I still use that to make sure that I'm tracking my calories and my protein and that kind of stuff. Super important, making sure that I keep up, because it's not only about me eating for me. It's because I will suffer before the baby suffers, meaning that the baby will take from me what the baby needs and mess me up. So, which is why it's so important for me to eat a certain way, right? In general, pregnant women need to eat a certain way. And because you hear about it, my mom will tell me like, oh yeah, like my eyesight got worse once I got pregnant, and she basically lost a tooth when she was pregnant. So I'm kind of like, oh my, I already have bad eyesight, and then like, let's not even get started on my teeth. Like, oh, no, I need to take care of them. So anyways, so yeah, so I gotta reinforce myself. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. I have a couple of things to do before I teach my Zumba class in a couple hours. Super excited for it. I always have a good time, you know. But yeah, if you ever want to go, let me know. It's a lot of fun. Same old, nothing's changed yet. I don't anticipate anything changing until my body tells me, hey, it's time to change. And that hasn't happened yet. In terms of needing to really dial things back, but everything's still good. And they say the second trimester should be better, so shoot. Watch out. Anyways, all right. Have a lovely Monday. I hope you have a great evening. I know I will. I'm having hot dogs, so I'm very excited. Anyways, I'll let you go. See ya. Bye.